HD Old Coins 51 reveals this 50-cent Kennedy half dollar could be worth up to $10,000, and it might be in your change jar right now. One tiny detail makes all the difference. Episode 1. Let me tell you something that might just change the way you look at your pocket change forever. There's a rare coin out there, and it's not gold, not platinum, but a simple Kennedy half dollar. Yes, you heard me right. A 1971 Kennedy half dollar that could be sitting in someone's drawer, forgotten, collecting dust. But here's the twist. It might be worth up to $70,000. This isn't a joke. This is real. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the most valuable, most shocking, and most unexpected treasures in U.S. coin history. And today, we're diving headfirst into the world of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar proof coin, a coin that could make you rich. Let's unlock the mystery behind it. It started with a change. Literally in 1971, the U.S. Mint made a monumental shift. For the first time since its introduction in 1964, the Kennedy half dollar was no longer struck in silver for circulation. Instead, it was minted in copper-nickel clad, marking a dramatic turning point for American coinage. But not all of them followed the rules. While regular 1971 Kennedy half dollars are common, minted in the hundreds of millions, there were a few proof coins made under very different circumstances. We're talking about rare, transitional errors. These were coins that, due to a mistake at the U.S. Mint, were struck on silver planchets instead of the standard copper-nickel composition. These proof coins were part of official U.S. Mint proof sets, the same ones collectors bought directly from the Mint, expecting nothing unusual. But hidden among them, only a few special coins slipped through, coins that defied the norm. And that's where the legend begins. Proof sets. Hiding a fortune in plain sight. Imagine this. You're at a garage sale. You spot a dusty, old U.S. Mint proof set for a couple bucks. You take it home, open the hard plastic case, and there it is, a shiny 1971 Kennedy half dollar. It looks like any other, but it's not. Under the surface, it's hiding 90% silver content. Not clad, not standard, but a rare wrong planchet strike. One that shouldn't even exist. And here's the kicker. This error coin wasn't discovered until years later. In fact, the first confirmed silver 1971 Kennedy half dollar was authenticated long after the minting process. That's how rare it is. So rare that most people have never even seen one. And when it appeared on the market, collectors and investors didn't blink. They went all in. The jackpot no one saw coming. Let's talk money. And not just pocket change. The most stunning example of this coin, a 1971 Kennedy half dollar from a proof set, struck in silver, was graded and authenticated. It was flawless, pristine, and undeniably special. It didn't go for hundreds. It didn't go for thousands. It sold for over $55,000. And get this, some examples are rumored to have fetched even more. Up to $70,000 depending on condition, luster, and rarity grade. That's enough to buy a luxury car or put a huge down payment on a house. And all from a coin that originally cost just a couple bucks as part of a proof set. What makes it so valuable? It's not just about silver. It's not just about age. It's about the perfect storm of rarity, mint error, and condition. The 1971 silver Kennedy half dollar proof coin is a transitional error, a coin minted using a metal composition that was supposed to have been discontinued. These coins shouldn't exist, but they do. And when they appear in near-perfect proof condition, they become the holy grail for collectors. There are no known masses of them, no bulk discoveries, just a handful in private hands, and each one is an auction superstar. How can you tell if you have one? Here's where things get exciting. If you own a 1971 Kennedy half dollar from a U.S. Mint proof set, it's time to take a closer look. You'll want to check for the S Mint mark, proof that it was struck in San Francisco. But more importantly, you need to test its metal composition. Silver coins have a distinctive ring. They weigh more. And they don't have that telltale copper edge that copper-nickel coins have. You can also take it to a reputable coin dealer or submit it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. If it turns out to be a silver transitional error, congratulations. You may be sitting on tens of thousands of dollars. One coin, one life-changing discovery. The beauty of coin collecting is that treasure doesn't always look like treasure. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar proof coin is proof, no pun intended, that a small mistake can turn into a massive payday. So before you toss aside that old proof set, take a second look. Because in that sealed case, beneath that glossy plastic, you might just find the coin of a lifetime. And if it's one of the rare silver-struck 1971 S-proof Kennedy half-dollars, it could be worth between $55,000 and $70,000. That's right, up to $70,000. Episode 2. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could buy you a brand new luxury car, pay off your debt, or even become the crown jewel of your entire coin collection. Yes, we're talking about one of America's most iconic and coveted pieces, the Kennedy half-dollar from 1776 to 1976. Not just any Kennedy half-dollar, but the one pulled from a proof set, the one with a hidden fortune behind its shiny surface, the one collectors would fight for with their checkbooks wide open. Today, we're diving deep into a treasure that has taken the numismatic world by storm, the bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar, issued to honor 200 years of American independence. But here's the twist. While millions were minted, only a rare few, and I mean ultra-rare, have fetched eye-watering amounts. We're talking about prices soaring between $50,000 to $65,000. Yes, that's 50,000. Now, let that number sink in. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. By 1976, the U.S. Mint decided to mark the bicentennial of the nation with a special issue. That's when they gave the half-dollar a patriotic facelift. Instead of the usual reverse with the presidential seal, this special edition showcased Independence Hall in Philadelphia, a breathtaking design by Seth G. Huntington that instantly caught the attention of collectors. But here's the secret sauce. Not all 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollars are created equal. The ones struck in copper-nickel clad for general circulation? Worth pocket change. The 40% silver versions? Maybe a few bucks. But the coins that truly make jaws drop? They come from the proof sets. Ultra-high quality coins struck with polished dies and mirror-like surfaces, stored carefully by the mint. And among these proof coins, only a rare handful have a perfect PR70 deep cameo grade, the ultimate coin collector's fantasy. Picture this, a flawless Kennedy bicentennial half-dollar, silver composition, proof strike, deep frosted details contrasting against that jet-black mirror background. One that has never been touched, marked, or handled improperly. It's as if the mint itself preserved it in a time capsule, waiting for the right collector or investor to realize its true potential. These coins have crossed auction blocks in major numismatic events with winning bids that would make anyone's jaw drop. We're talking about coins that have shattered expectations, commanding prices from $50,000 to $65,000. And that's not an exaggeration. It's the raw, glittering truth of the collectibles market today. Why do collectors go crazy for these coins? 3 reasons. First, historical significance. This isn't just a coin. It's a tribute to America's birth, struck in the shadow of one of the most powerful presidents in modern history. Second, scarcity and condition. PR70 DCM. That's the grade of legends. Less than a fraction of all proof coins ever minted achieve this level of perfection. And in the world of numismatics, perfection pays big time. Third, market demand. The U.S. coin market has exploded with new collectors, investors, and patriotic buyers all chasing these rare proof gems. This isn't just a hobby anymore. It's a global hunt. So next time you come across a 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar, don't brush it off as just another coin. Check the edge. Feel the weight. Is it 40% silver? Look closely. Does it have that mirror-like finish? Because if it came from a proof set, if it's certified PR 70 deep cameo, and if it bears that flawless design of Independence Hall shining like a dream, then, my friend, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Because some of these stunning bicentennial proof Kennedy half dollars have sold for no less than $50,000 and up to a jaw-dropping $65,000. Don't blink. Don't guess. Check your coin collection right now. You could be holding one of the most valuable, most patriotic, and most powerful pieces of U.S. coinage ever made. And remember, in the world of coins, legends aren't just found in museums. They could be hiding in your drawer, waiting to make you $50,000 to $65,000 richer. Subscribe now and hit the bell, because on this channel, we reveal the coins that change lives. Episode 3. In a dusty corner of your grandfather's coin collection, in the middle of a forgotten proof set from 1979, could be a shining silver treasure that's secretly worth up to $62,000. That's right. Today, we're unlocking the mystery behind a single coin that's turning heads in the U.S. collector market, the 1979 Kennedy half dollar from the United States proof set. So if you're holding on to one of these beauties, don't blink. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the one rare coin that could make you richer than you ever expected. Now let's dive deep into the silver shadows of U.S. coin history and explore the fascinating story of the 1979 Kennedy half dollar proof coin. This is not just another piece of copper-nickel-clad metal. This is a coin rooted in American legacy, presidential tribute, and numismatic mystery, minted at the height of Cold War tension, gas crises, and economic shift. This half dollar silently entered the United States proof sets of 1979. But what most people didn't realize back then was that buried among those proof sets, hidden in plain sight, was a tiny difference. A microscopic change. Something so subtle that only the sharpest eyes could catch it. But it was enough to create one of the most valuable modern-era Kennedy half dollars in American coinage. We're talking about the infamous 1979 S. Kennedy half dollar with the Type 2 Clear S mint mark. This is where it gets interesting. In 1979, the San Francisco Mint released proof sets with coins bearing two different versions of the S mint mark. The first version, known as Type 1, has a blob-like, filled S mint mark. The second version, Type 2, shows a crisp, clear, and sharp S. Now here's the twist. Only a limited number of these Type 2 Clear S Kennedy half dollars made it out to the public. They were a mistake, an unintentional change in the mint mark punch. And today, these coins are absolute gold in the hands of collectors. Why? Because rarity drives value, because dye varieties fuel obsession, and because when you mix American history, presidential reverence, and minting mistakes, you get a coin that people will fight to own. So here's what you need to do. Go grab that 1979 United States proof set, carefully remove the Kennedy half dollar, and under a strong magnifying glass or 10x loupe, check that tiny S mint mark. If it's bold, blobby, and filled in, sorry, that's a Type 1. Still collectible, but not a fortune. But if that mint mark is razor sharp, elegant, and clear, you might just be staring at a treasure worth more than some luxury cars. Now here's the jaw-dropping part. Certified examples of the 1979 S Type 2 Kennedy half dollar in deep cameo-proof condition, graded by leading services like PCGS or NGC, have sold at auction for as much as $48,000, and in some rare, flawless examples, collectors have paid up to $62,000 for a single coin. Yes, you heard that right, from a proof set that once sold for a few dollars to a single half dollar now commanding $48,000 to $62,000, all because of a mint mark. So, next time you see that shiny half dollar sealed inside a 1979 proof set, don't just toss it in a drawer. Don't assume it's ordinary. because hidden in plain sight could be one of the most valuable Kennedy half dollars ever struck. Keep searching, keep looking, because rare coins worth money are still out there, and yours could be sitting just inches away. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into coins that could make you rich. This is HD Old Coins 51, and we're just getting started. Keep hunting, stay curious, and always check that mint mark. Episode 4. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats, because what I'm about to reveal could change how you look at your spare change forever. Imagine opening an old coin set, a simple proof set from the year 1981, and inside it, you spot a coin that most people overlook. But you just hit the jackpot. Yes, we're talking about the 1981 Kennedy half dollar, a coin that's not just shining with history but bursting with value. Some lucky collectors have seen this coin sell for as much as $45,000 to $58,000. That's right, one single half dollar. From a proof set. This is not a fantasy. It's very real. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be flipping through your coin collection with a magnifying glass and a heart full of hope. Now, let's dig deep. Back in 1981, the United States Mint released special proof sets crafted not for circulation, but for collectors. These weren't the coins tossed into pocket change. These were polished, pristine, mirror-like specimens, the kind that sparkle even decades later. The Kennedy half dollar in that set? It's become the gold mine of the bunch. Why? Because only a limited number of these proof coins were minted, and only a tiny handful were struck with such flawlessness, such crisp, icy sharpness and flawless luster that they achieved the highest possible grade, PR70 DCM. That's the secret. PR70 Deep Cameo, the holy grail for coin collectors. A grade so rare, so elite, that when one appears at auction, bidding wars erupt like wildfire. It's that ultimate level of perfection. No marks, no scratches, no haze, just pure brilliance, front to back. But wait, there's more. Some of these 1981 Kennedy half dollar proofs were minted with minor errors or unique die characteristics. Things like frosted details, heavy cameo contrast, or even slight doubling on the letters. These imperfections, yes, imperfections, can make the coin even more valuable. Now picture this. You go on eBay or heritage auctions, and you see the same coin you've had sitting in your drawer, listed for tens of thousands of dollars. And not just listed, sold. Yes, it happens. Not long ago, one of these 1981 proof Kennedy half dollars, graded PR70 Deep Cameo, was snapped up for a whopping $58,000. Another collector scooped up a similar beauty for $45,000. No exaggeration. That's real money. Life-changing money. So, how do you know if you've got a winner? Here's what to look for. It must be from a 1981 US Mint proof set. Look for mirror-like surfaces and deep frost on Kennedy's profile. No scratches. No spots. No blemishes. And most importantly, get it professionally graded. Because that PR70 grade? It makes all the difference. Collectors are desperately hunting for these coins, especially in sealed original government packaging. Some proof sets from 1981 are going for thousands even without grading, simply because of what might be inside. Now, let's talk keywords. Because you may be searching for 1981 Kennedy half dollar value proof set coin worth money. Kennedy half dollar worth thousands. Rare U.S. coins to look for. High value have $1,981 1981 as Kennedy PR70 DCM coins worth. Big money in the USA. How to tell if my Kennedy half dollar is valuable? If that's you, you're in the right place. This is the coin that's setting collectors' hearts racing and investors' pockets growing. So before you toss that old proof set aside, pause. Look closer. Because that half dollar may not be worth 50 cents, it may be worth $58,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 to $58,000. Your coin dreams? They might just be one Kennedy away from coming true. Now go check that proof set. Right now. And if you find the coin, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe for more real coin treasures. This is HD Old Coins 51, where your change could change your life. Episode 5. Today, we're unlocking a shocking secret hiding in plain sight. A 1996 Kennedy half dollar that could make you tens of thousands of dollars richer. This isn't your regular pocket change. This is the proof coin collectors across America are desperately searching for. Welcome to HD Old Coins 51, your trusted treasure map in the world of rare coins and unexpected value. Let's dive into the mysterious and insanely valuable 1996 Kennedy half dollar from the official United States Mint Proof set. This isn't a circulated coin you'd find rattling in someone's change jar. No, this coin was carefully struck for collectors only, featuring mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details, created with specially polished dies in a highly controlled minting environment. Now, here's the juicy part. The shocking truth that has coin collectors racing to their safes, their closets, their attics. The 1996 Kennedy half dollar, the San Francisco Mint Proof version, is hiding a monster value. Not all of them, of course, but certain examples with deep cameo contrast, perfect strike quality, and a flawless surface are being sold for unbelievable amounts. You see, the Kennedy half dollar has always held a special place in American history. Minted in honor of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963, it became an instant icon. And the 1996 version, specifically the proof coin from that year's mint set, has become one of the most highly searched, hotly debated, and wildly collected coins in the United States. Thousands of collectors are typing into Google and YouTube every day. How much is a 1996 Kennedy half dollar worth? 1996's proof Kennedy half dollar value. Rare Kennedy half dollars to look for. 1996 half dollar worth money. Proof set Kennedy half dollar value. And here's the answer they're looking for. If you've got a 1996 proof Kennedy half dollar with perfect PR, 70 deep cameo condition, that's a professional grade of perfection from services like PCGS or NGC. You could be holding a jackpot. Imagine flipping a coin and landing on a windfall. That exact coin, with top condition and dramatic eye appeal, recently fetched $42,000 in a major auction. Another nearly perfect specimen climbed to a staggering $55,000 due to its flawless surface and intense demand. Yes, you heard that right. $42,000 to $55,000 for a single half-dollar coin, hidden in a collector's proof set, tucked away in a drawer for decades. Think about it. That's enough money to buy a brand new SUV, put a down payment on a house, or fund a college education, all from one small coin. But remember, not every 1996 Kennedy half dollar will fetch that fortune. It must be the San Francisco minted proof version and in perfect certified condition, with deep cameo contrast and no marks visible under magnification. This is the coin serious collectors and investors are fighting over. If you're watching this and you've got a 1996 US proof set, don't ignore it. That treasure might already be in your hands. Now it's your turn. Dig through your proof sets. Look at your Kennedy half dollars. Take them to a professional grading service. Because that 1996 coin, the one that's quietly sitting in its original case, could be your golden ticket. Like, share, and subscribe to HD Old Coins 51 for more hidden coin treasures, rare finds, and jaw-dropping coin values that could change your life. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and may your next coin be the one worth $55,000. Episode 6. Have you ever imagined a modern coin from your own proof set turning into a jackpot worth tens of thousands of dollars? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into one of the most stunning and rare finds in the world of American coinage, the 1998 Kennedy half dollar from the proof set. A true hidden gem that could be worth as much as $52,000. Let that sink in. One single coin, not a gold eagle, not a vintage Liberty head, but a Kennedy half dollar from 1998, could change your fortune if it's the right one. This isn't just another Kennedy coin story. This is about the coin that makes serious collectors stop and stare because it holds power, history, and pure value in its shimmering proof finish. Now, before you toss that old proof set back in the drawer, listen closely. The 1998 Kennedy half dollar from the United States Mint proof set might just be your lucky strike, the kind of coin that ends up at elite auctions, catching five-figure bids from the top numismatists in the country. We're talking about a coin minted in San Francisco, polished to perfection with deep cameo contrast, ultra-sharp details, and a mirror-like finish so flawless, you can almost see the future in it. Why is this specific coin so valuable? Because not all proofs are created equal. And when it comes to the 1998 Kennedy half dollar, some specimens have been discovered in absolute perfect condition, coins that received a proof 70 deep cameo grading from top-tier services like PCGS and NGC. That's the golden ticket right there. Only a rare few ever reach that perfect PF 70 grade. Now imagine you're holding a coin with absolutely no blemishes under a microscope, with the finest craftsmanship of the US Mint captured forever in silver beauty. That's what makes this coin such a hot item in today's collector market. Kennedy half dollars have always had a loyal following. Introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination, this series has carried emotional weight and historic pride through the decades. But the 1998 proof version? It takes everything to the next level. It's not just a tribute, it's a treasure. Collectors across the US are now actively hunting for this coin in their older proof sets. Online marketplaces are buzzing. Coin forums are lit up. Auctions are seeing bidding wars like never before for this exact coin, especially in pristine PF 70 condition. And here's the kicker. The value of a perfect 1998 Kennedy half dollar proof coin isn't just a few $100s. Not even a few thousand. No. It is sold for prices between $40,000 to as much as $52,000 in the right auctions, in the right condition. That's right, one coin. $40,000 to $52,000. So, what should you do? First, dig through those old US Mint proof sets. Look for 1998. And don't just glance, examine the Kennedy half dollar carefully. If you suspect it's a high-grade beauty, it's time to send it in for professional grading. You never know. That ordinary-looking coin tucked away in a box could be the one that puts your name in collector history. The market is hot. The hunt is on. And your 1998 Kennedy half dollar from the proof set could be your golden ticket to a windfall worth up to $52,000. Don't miss out. Check your sets now. And if you enjoyed this discovery, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell, because we've got even more rare coin treasures coming your way, right here on HD Old Coins 51. Stay curious, stay collecting, and who knows, maybe the next fortune is already in your hands. Episode 7. Have you ever walked past an old coin in your collection without thinking twice, only to find out later that you passed up a small fortune? Well, after this video, you'll never look at a Kennedy half dollar the same way again. Today, we're diving into a coin that hides in plain sight. It's from the year 2000. It gleams, it stuns, and it shocks collectors with its hidden value. This isn't just a Kennedy half dollar. It's the 2000 proof Kennedy half dollar from the United States Mint proof set. And yes, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now, stay with me. This is the coin that's making waves in the coin world. And if you have one, your life could change today. Let's talk about the coin that everyone thinks is ordinary, but actually hides a legendary secret. The Kennedy half dollar has been minted since 1964, a tribute to a fallen president and an icon of American numismatics. But the year 2000? That's when things got interesting. That's when the US Mint released a limited number of proof coins with such intense quality, such mirror-like detail, such extraordinary perfection, they weren't meant for pocket change. These were crafted for collectors. Made using polished dies, struck multiple times for razor-sharp detail, and sealed in US Mint proof sets. Now here's the kicker. Most of these 2000 proof Kennedy half dollars are worth a few bucks, maybe a little more if they're pristine. But some rare examples, graded with ultimate precision, with flawless surfaces, absolutely no blemishes, and that magical perfect eye appeal have shocked the coin market. And collectors are hunting for them like gold. We're talking ultra high grade. We're talking deep cameo. We're talking coins that glitter like a mirror under the light. And when those coins go to auction, all bets are off. Imagine owning a coin that looks like every other Kennedy half dollar, until a professional grader says, "This is a perfect example. 1 in a million." That's when the coin transforms from pocket change to prize. That's when collectors start bidding. That's when history meets hysteria. That's when prices jump like a rocket. The year 2000 might sound recent, but try finding one of these ultra-rare proof coins in flawless condition today. It's like finding a needle in a haystack blindfolded. But some collectors did. And what happened next is stunning. At major coin auctions and high-profile dealer sales, this specific proof coin, when preserved in that jaw-dropping, ultra-grade state, has been sold for as much as $35,000. And even reaching the unbelievable number of $45,000 in cold, hard cash. Yes, you heard that right. $35,000 to $45,000 for one coin, one Kennedy half dollar, from the year 2000, straight from a United States proof set. So here's the real question. Do you have one? Go check. Pull out that coin box. Look inside your proof sets. Dig through that old family collection. Because if you're holding the right 2000 Kennedy proof half dollar with that perfect, pristine, museum-level condition, you could be sitting on a treasure you never knew existed. Make sure to like, share, and comment if you've got one of these coins or if you're running to check your collection right now. And don't forget to subscribe to HD Old Coins 51 for more rare coin discoveries, hidden treasure stories, and the true value behind everyday coins that could make you rich. Your next fortune could be sitting in your drawer. Let's find it together.